Okay, so this is still for the same article, not the same old shirt. I noticed here that basically this is your introduction, right? And then you mention a couple of things you might like to do before purchasing online, and then you provide this. So you could have just made your title two important things that you need to consider before purchasing cufflinks online. Or since you are mentioning this as gifts for men, you could have just made the title um, how to choose cufflinks as a gift for men, something like that. So basically, the title should give an idea already. It should be like a one sentence summary of the whole article, and it should be very, very interesting for a reader to be curious and for them to go ahead and read the article itself. And then just a couple of just a comment. I've noticed sometimes that there are, I think, some typographical errors. Always make sure that you proofread your work. So after you've written the article, make sure to go through it again just to see if there are any errors or mistakes grammatically or spellings or anything like that, so that you can correct them before you submit them to me. Like this one, that should be capitalized. It's very minor, yeah, but still, that is part of your job. Your job is to submit articles that should not basically be edited anymore. Of course, you're still starting, so it's fine. That's the purpose of this feedback, so that you would know what exactly you need to improve on. So there, another comment would be proofreading. Alright, this is for your next article already. Storing cufflinks. Again, same comment regarding titles. And then here, I noticed you only had one bullet point and then nothing else here. So, try, because it says the number of your, the point of the bullet is to show what needs to be considered before buying a cufflink, right? So, or before buying cufflink boxes there. So, one thing to consider is the number of cufflinks that you have, and then what else, right? It's not just one thing that should be considered. So, you should at least should list at least three, I think, for things like this. So, yeah. Okay, so I am not going to. I've reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've reviewed 6 of your articles so far, and I think the comments are all the same. So I won't go through the other 3 articles for now. What I want you to do is to go back to these articles and then edit as necessary based on the comments that I provided. Earlier, I was editing them and I was supposed to submit them to the client already, but I think it's better if you edit them yourself so that it would stick to your mind what you have to do in the future. So whatever comments that I provided earlier, go ahead and edit those. I removed all the edits that I made so that you can do it yourself. And then the most important thing, there are only, I think I have just a few major comments. First, title. That's very important, really. So I need you to work on your titles. Think of interesting titles that you can use for your articles, and then make sure that the title still ties to the article itself, because again, a title is basically, it's just a short summary for the whole article, and it's also your way of calling readers to read the article. Okay, so I need you to think of interesting titles for these articles that you created, as well as the articles that you're going to create today, May 1. Even if you read, you probably will be watching this video by tomorrow already, but I need you to apply the changes still. Okay. Again, I did provide examples for titles that sound interesting. I will also send you a document that will provide more details in choosing or creating interesting titles. Okay, so again, you can use the examples that I provided. Like, for example, 5 factors that you need to think of before purchasing cufflinks, or 3 easy steps on how to purchase cufflinks online, or 5 major reasons why you need to store cufflinks there. So things like that. It's also better if you incorporate a number in there. So 3 odd numbers work better. So 3, 5, 7 there. Just so that the reader will know when they see the title, they will know that your article isn't long. They will know that you're only providing a limited number of information that would be easy to understand. Because again, they are looking for fast info. Okay, so also incorporate in the title something interesting that will catch a reader's eye. Like easy, for example, 5 easy ways, or 5 reliable ways, or 5 proven ways. Words like that. Basically, words that will again tickle the interest of a reader, because we have a lot of competition online, right? If you search on Google, you'll see a lot of results, and what you see is the title. So we are competing with all those other websites, and we want the reader to choose us instead of them, instead of the other site. So the only thing that we have to do that when they search in a search engine like Google is the title. That's the only thing we have, because that's the only thing they will see. Okay, so first step is to make them click on the article because the title is interesting. Second step is to give them very, very valuable information and write in an interesting way so that when they read the article, they will actually find it useful. And then they will, for example, the article is promoting a product or promoting a website, they would be able to go to that website or purchase that product. Alright, so those are my comments. Oh, and I'm sorry. So after titles, also proofread before you submit your work, and then organization of your articles. And then also I noticed, I know that the topic is recurring, right? Your topics yesterday, it's actually about cufflinks, all about cufflinks, and then the same topic today. And I think the content of your articles are becoming recurring as well. Don't do that, okay? Research online and look for other specific information about cufflinks that you may be able to discuss. Like, for example, you have this article, right? So you have the bullet point style, funds, best place to buy. You can create a separate article that only focuses on style, like the different styles of cufflink cases. And then you can have this as your bullet points. Here we have the finishes, the different finishes. You can also have another bullet point for what's this? What they're made of, right? So your title can be different cufflink styles, or let's say five different cufflink styles, or something like that. And then your first bullet point would be cufflink storage finishes, and then next bullet would be cufflink storage or what they're made of, and then next would be something like this. Okay, so this bullet point can already create a whole separate article if you discuss in more detail. When I say discuss in more detail, you need to give more information about that certain topic. But do not just add words that aren't really useful just to reach the word count, okay? You have to provide valuable information again. And then funds, this can be another topic or another article again, like how to find cufflink boxes that that suit your budget there, or what are the common prices for cufflink boxes, and then you discuss, and then or how to best places to look for cheap cufflink boxes. There, those are actually different articles, or a lot of articles already that you can create just for the topic of funds and cufflinks, right? And then best place to buy, you can also go ahead and make another article for this. You can discuss maybe an online store, maybe Amazon, or you can maybe create an article that compares buying online and buying in actual physical stores. Oh, there. So an article about Amazon and an article that compares online and actual stores. That's already two different articles just for this subtopic, right? So there are a lot of topics that you can discuss. You just need to dig through them and look for more specific information that are interesting that you can actually discuss in one single article. Do not keep repeating the concepts that you have written before. Like for your articles, that is what I have noticed. It's kind of repetitive. You're just discussing the styles, the differences between cufflink boxes, the importance there. So just look for more interesting things that you can write an article about. Okay. There is, I think, yeah, on the training material, there was a part there about research on how you can find numerous topics, right, about just one general topic. So you might want to go through that again. I'll try to create a video that will go through that part as well, so that you can see how it's done, or you can actually visualize how it's done. That's it for now. Again, please do edit your work for April 30, as well as the work for May 1. Okay, edit based on the comments and feedback that I have provided, especially titles and yeah, all the comments I provided, really. Okay, thank you.